met the First Citizen and exchanging visits to Canton Elementary School, and children were in school together, and we worked together in PTA and other situations at school, and had a great time working with each other.
This is my 10th year at Reinhardt University, and I actually met her my first day at Reinhardt. She loaded my wife and myself in her vehicle and took us on a tour of Cherokee County.
Living in Waleska, I would see her at church, really, when she was a student there. Plus her grandmother was a house mother at Reinhardt who came to our church. So I knew more of who she was before I knew her personally.
Our husbands were both in banking, so we were thrown together a bit for those reasons, and then we both got involved in civic activities, so our paths crossed a good deal in the beginning.
I first saw her in August of 1958. I was attending Pine Log campground meetings with my aunt and uncle. I asked my aunt, who was that good-looking brunette with those big, beautiful brown eyes singing in the choir?
Well, if you're going to only give me one word, that word would be vivacious. Full of life, full of spirit, just certainly energy-wise, just willing to go do whatever is necessary to make this community a much better place.
Caring. She is one of the most caring people I know. You know, a lot of people will talk the talk, but she, in fact, knowing anything that needs to be done, she will go and do whatever it is, and I've admired that for years in her.
That is very tough, but it has to be energetic. Now, if I could do that in 2 more words, I'd say always smiling.
It was almost 2 years later, she came to Reinhardt College. I was in my last quarter, and I asked her for a date to go to church one Sunday night. I was living with Jack and Ruby Smith, and when I got back to my room that night, I told my roommate that I had just met the girl I wanted to spend the rest of my life with.
The First Citizen has been involved in almost every organization that has made a difference in our county. Service League, Rotary Club, Chamber of Commerce, City of Canton, everything that has really made this county a better place. Our First Citizen has been very actively involved, making unbelievable contributions.
Whether it's her role as a member of the City Council of Canton, or her work through the Chamber, or her work at Reinhardt University, she always represents us just as we would want to be represented. She's gracious and kind, encouraging, and most importantly, very effective.
She's had so many titles, I've lost track. But at the moment, she is Vice President of everything that needs to happen. And I know they very much appreciate all she has done for them.
Kids have had the opportunity to further their education because of the things she has done. And I'm sure that that is going with them for the rest of their lives.
The time she has spent serving in civic organization and community involvement, but most of all, living a Christian life.
We travel a good bit over the years, and a group of us were in Knoxville, and we were walking down the street. It was an artist show, and we were admiring all the paintings and so forth. And JoEllen caught sight of a tattoo artist. And before the rest of us could say, in our senior capacity, "Oh no, don't do that," she was over there having her ankle done with a tattoo. And the reason I think it's important is the fact that this is a woman of my age that is still happy-go-lucky enough to do something like that on the spur of the moment. Now, having said that, I will tell you that it was a temporary tattoo and ultimately wore off, but she enjoyed the heck out of it while it lasted.
Well, I would like to say to the First Citizen that in difficult challenges and difficult situations, this individual was always there with grace and kindness full of wisdom, understanding, and was always willing to contribute without being argumentative, and always being helpful, looking for the good of our city and county, and it's just amazing what has been accomplished by working with our First Citizen.
The First Citizen is the first person I made a vice president at Reinhardt University. And she has been counsel, she has guided us, she has been informative, she has taught us, and she's always been there. She's the most reliable person I know. She's one of the hardest working persons I know. And my life is Reinhardt University, and she's made my life much easier.
I'll turn to her for advice, for support, and she's one of my major support givers. I admire her judgment. She thinks so soundly about things and confidently that she has been a great booster to me.
I want to thank the First Citizen for all that he or she has meant to this county. Not just in our city of Waleska, where I worked with her there at Reinhardt at the same time that I was the mayor, but throughout the years, because the First Citizen has had such a tremendous impact in this area.
If it had not been for her forgiving me on more than one occasion, we would not be celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary this come June.